Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the Sustainable Laboratory. Bunch of rejiggering here. I'm actually going to pause this. So, before, I kind of had some blocks here to force the spike over, but then like chunks were forming on it. Trying to get this cooling, to keep these cool was annoying. I don't know why, but this one kept getting superheated. Like, as soon as it started working, it got super hot super fast, so I had to put in a cooling loop. A bunch of rejiggering of this, because I noticed that debris was forming inside of these tiles. So, now it seems to be pretty stable. The one thing that makes it unstable is the stupid voles. When they eat regolith, it comes out cold. Relatively cold, 700 degrees, which then cools this down. Another weird thing I've noticed is you see how this says empty? Conveyor rails, if whatever's in them melts or evaporates, they don't check the contents until they get to one of these symbols. So like this will rotate. Oh, I gotta put it in slow mode, it's chugging. And so as soon as that gap comes around, all of these empty ones will start to disappear. But I definitely need that vole to die because it cooled this down. That being said, this blade is now long enough and hot enough. Can you not see that gap? I still got to work on exactly where these are. Yeah, and so even though it sends in one empty one, you need a couple of gaps before it'll actually all start disappearing. Alright. Power-wise, we're up to 700 watts at this end. This stuff is coming out at 300 degrees. My counterflow here might be too good. And you can see each of these blocks is still in the 1380s. So yeah, it's working quite well. Alright, now that that's dead, let's see if you can speed up. So you actually need these to have something in them to get heat up into this spike, I think. And I gotta move. Yeah, trying to figure out a way of keeping these things from cooking themselves. It's definitely been a challenge. Oh, I could probably do that. What does that eliminate? If I put it there, I should get the cooling from that. Well, that should be fine. Alright, let's deconstruct you. There's been a lot of this. A lot of just pause, have a look, move something, figure out how to get the cooling in. This room was filled with oxygen. Luckily I left the door in. Oxygen wasn't quite doing enough cooling wise, and since I had to come in and extend this cooling loop, I just let the oxygen out, pumped in hydrogen. The way to deal with this if it's all going wrong is you turn off the regolith. Stop sending regolith in, it'll stop producing heat. The rocket's going to keep coming and injecting heat into this whenever it gets screwed up, so that's not an issue with restarting. And of course, each time a dupe shows up in a jet suit, this all becomes, oh, you should not be there. Oh, I can't put it there. Son of a... And I can't put the block there. Oh, no, that should work. Yeah, that cool chunk of thermium is now going to screw up the blade for a while. Alright, let me figure out how... Rare resources is fine. but refined metal or manufactured? I just don't want to put thermium down here. Yeah, right there will be fine. Just giving it a place to sweep so that I don't take it through a plastic tube. Alright, and sweep only. Thermium. You were standing in magma. Alright. And now you can live there. And hopefully the magma will still flow past this, but I guess it doesn't matter. There's just going to be a gap right there I won't be able to see. I mean, when they do fly over here with the jet suits, I do get the carbon dioxide explosion, but because there's so much exposure to space and carbon dioxide is such a poor conductor of heat, it's not that big of a deal. It'll all just evaporate. Come on, somebody come build this. I mean, dropping that chunk of thermium got the whole counterflow going again. Oh, I hear another. No, it's down here. There you are. Somebody? There we go. Yeah. So all this is 1406. How did I lose another? Ah, stupid meteor showers. That was the steam, or the, yeah, steam from the hydrogen engine melted those ladder segments. Oh, that's been open for a while, apparently. Yeah, I've been kind of focused on my Regolith melter, but, I mean, it's working. Yeah, okay, so you cover all of that. There's just that one chunk there that I can't see. And most of these are empty because they're melting inside of the magma. Pretty much I'm just waiting for the rocket to come back to melt more of these so that these empty boxes can get out of there. Like, that's the actual issue, is because it's all melting in here. If it doesn't go into here and have those boxes be destroyed, then the Regolith stops coming in. Until that rocket's back. Another half a cycle. Alright, well, we will wait for that and we'll see you in half a cycle. I think the door is just opened. Yep. So the rocket should be back. There's a lot of holes over there. Luckily they can't go through neutronium. This is the other issue, like, when the doors open, it drops chunks of cold regolith. But that's fine when the rocket's landing, because the rocket's going to eat it and make it all hot. Alright, let's slow this down. See, that gets, bam, super hot. I actually had the rocket leave during a meteor shower and a big chunk came in right after I got it started. Now if we switch over to liquid view, we should start seeing, yeah, there we go, drops of magma come out. That's why this has got this U shape to try to force it out here. Which will then empty out a bunch of this, and now these should, yeah, all the empty ones will now start popping and dropping. You can see how the debris appears in there and then the magma comes out the side. And there goes the rocket again. I don't think you're leaving during a meteor shower, but we will find out. And see, those boxes don't disappear until that bridge. Yeah, and these are all just now empty. So now I need this incoming regolith to cool down the blade to make chunks to get the counterflow going. And there it is. Yeah, and now this one's in the right place to grab that. I think it's exchanging heat. I'm trying to think if there's a way I can make it exchange heat without interfacing with any of the hot stuff. So I think right here. Yeah, so it should only grab one. So it shouldn't be interfacing with the magma. If I put it there, let's have a think about this. If I put it here, definitely won't hit any of the rails. I think that's slightly safer. I don't want it to inadvertently pump heat into the insulated tile. This is what I've been doing for many cycles. Yeah, that's perfect. And these are all just coming out empty. And then if the blade runs long enough to hit the igneous rock tiles, these have a much higher specific heat capacity, so they're going to suck more heat out of the blade and force it to change. Now the counterflow is going, all the steam turbines should get back up to temperature. Why? Yeah, it's hot. You're standing in a pool of magma. And you've got to be one of these slower builders. Alright, now you're cooling off. Perfect. Yeah, alright, well that seems to be working. We've got a pool of melted regolith up at the top. Yeah, sure, puppets. Alright. I know, super close in on the regolith melter, but it's my first one of those and you can kind of see what it's doing. That, of course, with all that power... Why is it cold in here? I figured the batteries would keep it hot. I guess I'm not making enough steel or material, which is fine by me. All right, let's have a quick overview, see where I'm at on digging. Have been paying a whole lot of attention. My desalinator system is working awesome. I mean, if you remember, there's only like a one tile layer of water up there, and this should be done pumping. Yes. So in the same amount of time it took me to pump out this side of the oil biome, I built a Regolith melter, which was better. And now, yeah, I turned this side on so I can start pumping this oil down. We'll get this all cleaned up. I still got that pile to do with. The one thing on this map that is unexpected going for sustainable energy is the lack of carbon dioxide. Because all the dupes are in suits, they occasionally let some out, but I can't keep my soda fountains filled because there's just not enough carbon dioxide at the bottom of the map. I mean, I haven't been pumping anything out here for a while, and this is all I got. And that's okay. I mean, it's all stupid hot. Oh, I don't know if I said this in the last video. This hydrogen vent, even when it's running, I mean, that's almost one hydrogen generator overall. Like one hydrogen generator takes 100 grams a second. This produces 2.4, but it's only running about half the time. And you've got to run a gas pump, which is like a third of a hydrogen generator. Oh yeah, you aren't actually in anything. There's no cooling material here. So yeah, let's fix that. So first off, let's make a new one of you. $300, so yeah, petroleum should be fine. Yeah, that's my bad that I completely forgot that that needs a cooling material. What's this coming out of here at? 1300 degrees. Oh yeah, well right now there's no counterflow, because this isn't running. Yeah, petroleum will be fine. The reason I used little bits of Visco gel over here was because Visco gel doesn't flow off the sides. I made that mistake and ended up with a bunch of sour gas from petroleum. Really? You've got an entire bottling system right there, and that's all you put in there? Come on, people, come build. It's not set to sweep only. Oh. And I'm also dumb. Helps if you don't have exposure to space. So, sorry dupes, you were right. Those little bottles probably would have been fine, except somebody forgot to, you know, have some way of keeping it there. Perfect. Alright, now that shouldn't break anymore. And we are back up to stupid hot turbines and a vole and a door. I mean, getting crushed in the door doesn't kill them. Oh, where do these guys keep coming from? You keep cooling down. I guess they're just running down this. Can I kill? Guess I gotta check the other side too, don't I? No, I don't see any over there. The edge of the map mechanics are sometimes strange. There's a little bit of magma right there, but that should get evaporated, condensed at some point. Oh, and there's an egg there. Oh, good lord, there's a bunch of them. Die! Oh, and there's a rocket coming back. And another one. Good lord, how many voles are here? Yeah, see, they cooled it down by 200 degrees. Which then stops producing spaces for the empty ones to disappear, and that's just kind of what slows it down. But rockets keep coming back. And each time a rocket comes back, it should melt this all again. Did I get them all? Things in this space have gotten so complicated that putting it in high-speed mode kind of chunks it and makes it not work correctly. Here we get magma, and you are in connection but not getting hot. Why isn't this magma cooling down? Huh. I don't know why that magma there isn't condensing, like igneous rock is going through it. Whatever. The point is, it works. I am pleasantly surprised. I don't know if I need to adjust this counterflow to make it slightly less efficient, but doesn't matter. It works. We have achieved stupid amounts of power. Now I gotta figure out what I want to do next on this map, because for a Badlands map, the main thing it was missing was a source of polluted water, but it has everything else. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Sorry to focus exclusively on that one big thing I've been working on, but that's been the project for quite a few cycles to get that into a more stabilized format, and it works. Build one, have fun, and have a wonderful day.